Alright, we're checking y'all. So I forgot to update my information. This is day 10. I think we're going to try to do potatoes today. So I've made a bunch of changes. I set this back up. This is cooking away. I devoted 4 of these to this thing and set it a lot slower. It's not firing every 2 seconds. It's only going every, like, I think 8. What do I have it set at? 8 seconds? 10 seconds. It's going every 10 seconds. It's producing plenty of stuff. I'm having to supplement coal production over here for this thing with charcoal production. So I planted a whole bunch of trees. And when I say trees, I mean some big trees. So I've been hacking these things down on the regular and cooking this up. We're here. I got myself an exoflame powering this so I don't have to waste stuff. It's basically I hacked down a few trees and then that gets me like 4 or 5 stacks of charcoal and I just add it to the pile. I tried... I got rid of the tree farm. The tree farm's just got to be freaking massive in order to be able to keep up. And that ain't happening. Wool production's coming along nicely. As you can see, things have been kind of hacked up and, you know, broken up and stuff. Yeah. Kind of getting the little floating island concept going here. Let's see. Yeah, so it looks a little weird with the chest just kind of floating out there, but whatever. Turn this down just a hair. What else? Expanded some of the batteries. So these are getting a little bit more and more and more. Things are filling up everywhere. These are filling up. These are basically all full except for this one and this one, which is being used, obviously. This thing's performing perfectly. Obviously, since I've reduced the size of this, it's not having to work as hard. Seeds are keeping up just fine. Petals are keeping up just fine. In fact, we're starting to get backlogs. I'm starting to get way more petals than I know what to do with. Fly, you fool. I'm stuck in the world. Help. Help. These are powered, so that's fine. I keep that on now. I need to go to the end and get some more Ender Air bottles, I think. Because I'm going to have to make more Corporea stuff. I've greatly expanded my farming area. Obviously, it's over here now. Carrots. Super cheesy cactus farm. Sugarcane, obviously. And then these 4 things of potatoes. I've been harvesting these things regularly. You know, wait until they're generally all full, ready to harvest. So far, I've gotten this far. I'm up to 3 medium potatoes. In relation to where that puts me, I need to get 1, 2, 3. So if this was compressed cobblestone, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 9 octuple compressed potatoes, basically, is what I'm looking at. I've got 3 mediums so far. Only 43 million more to go. So I'm looking to automate this process. I've seen a lot of builds, not a lot of builds, but I've seen a few builds on YouTube that essentially resemble what this used to look like in the beginning. And music's still a little too loud in my ear anyways. With the rails going around and dropping things off, etc., etc. I don't need to cook them. I just need to harvest them and then replant them. So I'm thinking doing something like this. Since it's only going to require 1 potato each, and you get more than 1 generally on a harvest, you're not having to worry about seeds, so there should be a surplus. Taking that in consideration, this would only need 1 potato in each dispenser at a time, so essentially can make it as big or whatever as we want. Not to mention you could use, I mean, you could do it as big or little, I guess. But the extra, what I want to try to do is, so obviously we would just collect it. You'd only have to collect potatoes. I'd need a separate chest probably for the, not probably, but I would need a separate chest for the poisonous potatoes every so often. I want to be able to craft them, but essentially it would be dropping them in a mana pool after I receive them. The problem being, I can't. I'm curious if I can set up 2 hopper hawks, both collecting potatoes in separate chests, if they will fight over it, or if they'll be smart about it and like one takes some and then one takes another kind of thing. Or I could make it so that one hopper hawk picks up just half of one side, one side, and the other hopper hawk picks up another side. Because I'm going to need potatoes to refill the system, and I'm going to need potatoes to be turned into tiny potatoes in the mana pool. So I'm curious what 2 hopper hawks collecting 2 potatoes would do. Trying to collect potatoes at the same time. That's what I'm curious about. So we could essentially just duplicate this system right here. We could just duplicate this thing. I'm just trying to think. I'd have to put this up higher to make room for a dropper. I would what? I'd just hopper into a crate. Crate would drop it into a mana pool. And then I need another hopper hawk to collect the tiny potatoes. Obviously, I could take it even further and have those tiny potatoes dropped into a crafty crate with no guide, obviously, because it'd have to be a 9x9. Or 3x3, I should say. 9x9. Jesus Christ, that'd be a huge crafting table. And just try to get, all the tiers from there. It would have to run forever. Potatoes grow pretty fast, though. These 4 fields net me about, I want to say 6.5-ish stacks of potatoes each time I do it. maybe 7. But yeah, so we're gonna have to duplicate this system. I think I'm just gonna do another one of these. And let's see. I got mana. Let's see, where do I want to put it? I got a shit ton of mana all over the place. I only need 1 mana pool. Well, 2, I guess, technically. I could just build it on the back side of this thing, facing that way. Just going off that direction. Or I could build it up here. I'd want it up a little bit higher because crafting and stuff is going to have to be underneath. These things are going to have to drop, basically, instead of going upwards. Been messing with these little blocks. Shimmer rocks. Oh, hey, yeah, and I finished. I finished one. Finished my hydrangeas. My hydrangeas. There, it says 8 glasses per day, December 12th, 2018. At 1:41? 0:41:26. We'll shake it easy. Not a problem. Lurk away. So yeah, I finished that. And as far as these go, I'm at 33 of 200. So they're cruising right along. I think the next one I want to try to do... Well, the Rosa Arcana would be easy, because I could just put that... Hook the mob farm back up again and just manually place those. It takes runes, but the runes are super easy to do. It's just the mana rune. Mana rune, right? Mana rune. Yes. Which are super easy. Super easy to craft and stuff. To do rune, that rune. So I might do that one. And I'd like to work on this, I'm a little mad that it's 100. I was hoping it would only be 50. But like, these are coming along. I got a decent amount. It's really funny seeing how some colors are getting more than others. Like this one, the light gray's only got 4 stacks. Not even 4 stacks. But all the other ones have 5. Or 4.5. This one's got 5. Yeah. Some are a little less, some are a little bit more. It's weird. Yeah, I got these guys chilling here though. I gave them torches to play with. They actually can hold anything. It's kind of weird. It's funny. Here. He's got a tree. The tiny potatoes? The tiny potatoes are for, give his torch back. The tiny potatoes are for the galactic potato. The galactic potato. Automate all flowers before the galactic potato. The galactic potato is, this. It's basically compressed cobblestone except with tiny potatoes. So tiny potato, little potato, small potato, medium, jumbo, immense, enormous, colossal, and then the galactic potato. The galactic potato is ultimate knowledge. Give your lexical potato to the galactic potato, unlock creative knowledge. So it unlocks creative items like mana pools and things like that, and mana tablets, etc., etc. Alright. So let's do... I'm gonna have to go to the end and get more stuff. Probably more Ender Pearls too, so I have to do some farming of Enderman. 19 of these. 18 of these. 18 of these. Plus 18 sparks. Plus 18 sparks. So that's 36 sparks just for this. And then, oh, and I misspoke last time. I know I was counting these as seconds. It's actually ticks, not seconds. That's why it's only 10 ticks that I have it set to, not 10 seconds. So my bad. Okay. Do I have... Yes, to farm them in mass, yeah. So, I mean, I have 4 over there. Those 4 get me, like, let's say, like 7 stacks, but that's a little annoying, and it's slow, and it's not manual. Or it is manual, not automatic, so... So we're gonna set up a potato farm, just like the wheat farm. I am curious how two hopper hawks would fit this situation. I am curious. I want to know if they fight with each other or if they just split it. These have nothing in it, right? Okay. I want to see how much I have going on over here. Alright, we still got a bunch in there. Alright, give me glass. Give me bottles. Bottles. Is it for bottles? Okay. Glass, glass. Let's make more glass. I need a ton of ender air. How much do I have? Where did I put it? There it is. Yeah, I got less than a stack. I'm gonna need a ton of pixie dust, a ton of ender air. I got some sparks already, so that's a good start. I need more mana pearls. All rightish on mana, or a mana on pearls. Oh wait, I never made the bottles. Derp, derp. Turn you into sand. Yeah, I switched up this process. I hooked it back up. This is a Janzi build. It only uses 2 mana spreaders. My last one uses 3 mana spreaders. It's a little flawed because I get cobblestone. Because sometimes when it shoots it, and then the random carpus places more stone because of all the bounce. Okay, so watch. You see all the bouncing around of the bore, you know, the mana burst. Because of all that bouncing around, sometimes the random carpus will place stone before that thing's done bouncing all around, and you get cobblestone. So that time we got lucky. So it's a little flawed, but whatever. It's smaller. And this I also tried without the dispenser and just having lava here. It works fine for like 10 minutes, and then for whatever reason, the water just decides to not flow fast enough, and the lava just flows all the way down and just stops the whole process. And after, you know, an hour of having to deal with that every time, and of course that messes up this process because it's not making stone anymore, etc., etc. I was just like, screw it. I'm putting the dispensers back in. I was doing the same thing over there. But yeah, things are coming along. Just peachy. All right, let's go to the end. Get rid of those. Let's get some bottles. Don't you guys worry, I'll be coming for you next. You really want to bring that with me? Alright. So we'll just piss off some Endermen here, real quick. Pretty good about keeping up, so you come here. I have this little get in there. Thank you. I have this little thing right here that lets me just let them. Oh, it's gonna get loud, so just FYI. There you go. There's some. Every so often they'll die from the fire. Not near me. Alright, we're good. Go get some more. Follow me. Follow me. Hey guys, what you doing? Follow me. Next. It's not bad. Pretty simple way of doing this thing. I don't know. Obviously, you know, you could have some big fancy farm, obviously. But that's another tutorial for another day. It's a tutorial for another day. Come here. Could always just bring the Vinculotus up here too. Sit that down. and get all of the Endermen. Every single one of them. Alright, we'll do this one more time. I think that's a good amount. I like that they spawn in clumps. Makes the lightning on my sword more effective. Get in there. There you go. Woo! It gets a little scary sometimes when the flying runs out. Stragglers. Nice. 5 and some change. Alright, let's make some mana pearls. There it is. Like, I know I threw a whole stack in there. What else do I need? I should make some mana diamonds too. For dragon stones. Well, I got one. Oh, I made a whole bunch of new toys. Rod of the Bifrost. Rod of the Unstable Reservoir. Life Imbuer. Tiny Planet. Living Wood Avatar. Some of these I made a while ago. The Living Wood Avatar I made a while ago because I was trying to get automated killing of the, there's a mob over here. That's not a... It's an Enderman. I was trying to get a way of killing these guys, the blazes, without me having to do it. The thing is, it's got to be a player kill for them to have drops. You don't get drops if it's not a player kill, so I can't... If I just put the Bellathorn over here, it won't give me anything from it. It'll just kill him. I have nothing from him. So, the Living Wood Avatar will act like a player, and you can give it the Rod of the Unstable Reservoir, and it will use it on the mobs, as long as you just hit it with some mana from a spreader. I hooked it up and it did it. It killed about, I don't know, 20 or so. I saw it kill about 20 or so. I let it sit there and do its thing for about, 10-15 minutes. Killed about 20 of those things, of the blazes, and I got one blaze rod. One. No blaze powder, one blaze rod. So I was like, this is not a good ratio. So I scrapped that idea. I made the Rod of the Bifrost because, well, I mean, it just does cool things, obviously. But can you silk touch these blocks? No, they are not harvestable. They just poof away eventually. See the little countdown on here? It'll just poof away. But you can use this. This actually has crafting recipes that you can use it for. Make elf glass, and it makes Bifrost blocks, which are those things that I just poofed into existence. And Bifrost blocks you can then combine with certain things and get these things, Shimmer Rocks. So you use that and get Shimmer Rock. You can do it on wood and you get Shimmer Wood. I think you get one more thing, but yeah. So that's why I made that thing. The life imbuer I put on, you put it on the top of a spawner and it acts like a player standing there. I didn't honestly see any difference, but since I couldn't really auto kill them in a good way, it was pretty much pointless after that. So that's an expensive toy that I'm never using. What else? I made the Rod of the Shifting Crust to help build that. And I made a tiny planet because I've never made a tiny planet before, and I saw somebody build a living rock farm using a tiny planet. He had water with a daisy in the middle of it, and he had lava hitting the top of the water, so it would form a ring of stone. The daisy would turn it into the living rock, and then pistons from underneath, activated on a timer, would sticky pistons would reach up, grab the living rock, suck it down, pull it down, and so meanwhile, while it does that, it forms another ring of stone around the thing, and it grabs, it turns into a living rock. I thought that was freaking genius, right? Underneath the flower, because he used the floating one, so underneath the flower he put this tiny planet. If you've never seen what the tiny planet does, it does some really cool shit. It's like a tiny planet, so it has gravity, right? You shoot things at it, and you shoot mana bursts at it, and they'll swirl around it, and they'll just keep swirling around it. So when he activated his one mana spreader, this whole system ran on one mana spreader, it shot once, it went out, and it swung around in a circle, getting all of the blocks, and then that was it. I thought that was the coolest freaking thing. Watch, now it's not going to shoot anything. I want to demonstrate it. Here, we'll stick it over here. This thing is. There, see, it grabbed it. It's not really working that well because it's not flat on it. Whatever. Let's see if we can do it like here. Yep, there it goes. It'll just spin it around. I think that's the coolest freaking thing. It has like gravity, right? So it's a tiny planet. I thought that was the coolest thing. So I just made a tiny planet just in case I could use it in the future at some point. For some whatever reason. How are we doing on charcoal over here? This process is annoying because I have to constantly be on top of it. I have to constantly monitor it, constantly fill it. I could get ahead of it by cutting down all of the trees at once, but I just don't. I'd just rather complain about it, I guess. Four is a good number. We might have to direct one of those back here again. Here, you. No, you in the middle. Get up there. Get a little low over there. Okie doke. Let's turn these into Corporea sparks to start with. That's 20, so I need like 16 more. Probably 40. Let's just do 40, so we'll do 20 more. So nuggets. I'm gonna need to turn some of these chests into a diamond chest at some point. Some of them are getting a little full. No, you. I know I got more than that. Alright, so 40 of those. One of these will make a boss. This one will be on its own network. So then we're going to need 18. 18 of these to be funnels. Funnels are droppers, right? Droppers, yes. Screw it, let's just do stone. It's really funny because the thing I'm down the most on is cobblestone. I just never have enough cobblestone. I'm not generating other than this thing by mistake. It's the only thing I'm generating cobblestone from. This thing's almost full. Oi. Oi. Okay. And then we're going to need more for dispensers. I wish this would suck from this thing. This is my cobblestone gen right now. I never really used the cobblestone gen. Like, I made one, and I never really used it because it was easier to just farm pebbles and turn them into cobblestone. I never realized I'd need this much freaking cobblestone for all the droppers and dispensers. Not enough. Alright, so we got our dispensers, got our Caporius, got our boss, got our sparks. We can put some of this stuff away. Okay, some dirt. Hopper Hawk. I wish these things are really small, man. The range is so small on these things. It's unfortunate, but at least one of these. I need to make another one, most likely. Let's see, mana pools. Mana pools. Let's take like one of those and one of these for giggles. Do I have... I don't have any more Gaia spreaders. 6. No Elementium. What the flip? Petals. I'm like hesitant, like, oh god, am I gonna run out of green petals? No, you're not gonna run out of freaking green petals. You have chest upon chest of green petals. You are, unfortunately, gonna run out of that, though. Missed. Noonan. Alright, 2 is a good number. I'll worry about the redstone components in a minute. I'm gonna need lots of blocks to get this thing set up. Put it far enough away. Make sure it's not interfering with the other ones. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh god, that scares the shit out of me every time. 16, 17, 18. Alright, that's the minimum. 19, 20, 21 will get us some room on the edges. Okay. Which room do I have on that side? I would need at least 2 blocks. Probably should have counted. Counting? Who needs counting? 17, 18. I did it! It's totally a minigame. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. I don't know why I did that. I'm counting 18 in my head because it's 9 on each side. Jesus Christ, I'm an idiot. Okay, we'll just go ahead and pick this dirt back up. Don't mind me. I'm looking at it going, why does it look like that? Why is it so big? Why is it so big? Oh, I missed it. Whatever. Wish I could use a magnet, but the Solagnolia is broken. Doesn't freaking stop anything. I do not have a bucket on me. Wonder what happened to my bucket. I've had a bucket on me forever. Wonder when I lost my bucket. When I do this, I just put a block under it, right? Yeah. We're gonna have to go chop down some trees after this. Go chop down some trees. We're probably running out of fuel. This is a nice big one. Biggins. I don't know why, but it every one of these trees grows like this with the one higher. Every one of them, no matter which tree it is, which size it is, which version of the big spruce tree it is, every one of them grows like that. I don't know why. I had so many saplings, I was just feeding them to my endo flames. I had so many of them. They only burned for like a second, but at least they're getting used and not just thrown over the side. Oh, I'm out of food. Four stacks and some change. One of these days I'll go through there and just harvest all of them. Alright, let's hand it some charcoal or coal in the meantime. Yeah, you're hungry, aren't you? Ooh, yeah, you're down to 4 stacks. Yikes. Here, give me all of your coal, please. Thank you. I just talked to those flowers like they were a person. You're hungry, aren't you? Yeah. Who's a good boy? Here you go. Feed me, Seymour. Okay, let's grab some redstone. Oh, hey, lights. Lights would have been good. Look at you in your fancy outfit. Yeah, you guys suck. I turned F7 off and when I went to the end and forgot that I needed that. Okay. I don't want you or you or you. Leather. What is the drum? Horn, pasture seed. I need to make more living wood. I made this thing floating to use in that new setup, but because of the way the thing bounces around and because it's floating, it's essentially a block, it breaks it. So this setup needs to have the flower planted in the ground, otherwise it'll break it. I was like, oh, that sucks. Whatever. Let me grab some chests. Shit ton of item frames, yes. Chests. I am lowish on chests, aren't I? Go away. Go away. I won't use half slabs. You know, I probably only need... I don't need a guy spreader for that, do I? Just one normal mana spreader. Open crate. Oh, I also made some chunk loaders, so my entire base is chunk loaded. 49 chunks worth. Which goes all the way out to the end of that farm, all the way around. I'm guessing covers this part over here too. What is it again? Spreader. Yeah, spreader. Spreader. Spreader, I don't even know her. That's that. Give me another spreader, because I'm an idiot. I wonder if I should put some like dominant runes up here. That way these two would pull from all of these other ones. I'd probably pull from them too. I don't know if I want that to happen. That pool's gonna have to be on the other side. You're not filling up because you're taking it. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Good job. Really? There. Does that make you better? Does that make you feel better? What's going on? Oh, there's just 5 seconds of silence. That's really odd. There's just 5 seconds of silence at the end of your song. Timers. Timers. Grab a bunch of those. I need to make another floating hopper hawk. Hopper hawks are air. Two of you. Two of you. One of you. I wish rain would fill these up. Oh, where did my bucket go again? Oh. Like, why do I keep losing buckets? Oh, she stole my music, that's what happened. She's gonna get mad because... Here, have it back. I'll use She's got a long day today, so I'll let her have Spotify. I'll just use this instead. There we go. I am out of glimmering flowers, aren't I? Son bitch. Son bitch. I don't know why I'm only making one. I should be making like 10 of these things. Alright, there's 2 of those. Carnation go down. Well, that was interesting. That's right, you can't go there. Alright, potatoes. Give me some potatoes. Ah, shit. You had one job. And because it was turned, it always remembers that it was turned, which is really messed up. I did make a diamond hoe, because I want the achievement. I got a long way to go on that hoe. Hey, speaking of hoes. Okay. Okay. Yellow X's are gone. Right? No more yellow X's. Okay, spark time. Chest time. We'll put the boss somewhere convenient. I guess I could use this side over here for like trying to craft them into other things. So we'll just stick the boss like, we'll just stick it over here. And we'll stick it kind of in the middle. There was some weird glitch when I logged in today, where the sparks, you can see how they're kind of like flashy and they like have an animation. The sparks weren't like that when I logged in today. All the sparks were really like dull, and they weren't flashing. They were just kind of oscillating, like in like hue. They weren't doing that whole like vroom, vroom, like shrinking and growing, shrinking and growing. They weren't doing that at all. I don't know why. It was some weird spark glitch, like graphical glitch. All right, so this is potatoes. This will be the brown network. Of course, I don't have a lot of much brown, so let's go get more browns. Maybe this could be the orange network because we have a lot of browns that we're using. We're not using orange. Alright, so orange it is then. Oh. You turn into dye, dumbass. Get off my cursor. Excellent. Alright, go ahead and get us started here. Potatoes, of course. Oh shit, what the hell was that?
Anyway, off for now. Enjoy the rest of the stream.
Thank you, Easy. You have a good day, man. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for the bits. Itty bitties. That scared the shit out of me, man. That sound. Okay. So we'll go ahead, we'll put 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato. Can I just do this? Yes, I can. Alright, we're gonna do 1 solo chest. That is not overlapping. It's not overlapping. I just don't want it to have to mess. I don't want it messing with that thing if I can help it. Potato. I guess what I could do is I could just collect it. And then using another funnel, use that for the dropping it and turning it into tiny potatoes. So way I can just collect it and then just draw from it. And set a timer on it. Set it for like every like 5 seconds or something. Maybe not. I still want it to have its own. It needs, because that would be pulling it faster than harvesting it. I need to have my own. It needs to have its own. Shit. How do I give it its own? I guess I could just do half and half. I'd have to move it way back. But that means of the 9, you'd have to get at least 2 from each one in order to fill. Okay. Let's see. How do we make this simple? How about we just try to get a surplus at this point and see what happens. So this thing should be ready to go. What's this timer set at? 10 minutes? I want to make another egg carnation. I need like a summer, I think, don't I? Spring. I should have extras. Yes, I do. 2 lime green and yellow. I thought I had saplings on me. Let me get rid of the dirt. Get rid of this. Not in there though. There we go. I say as I need the dirt. This song sucks. I just realized I did this backwards. The timer's over here. Idiot. I had to reverse this whole thing. Let's see, some have already grown. I don't think that was 10 minutes. What's my soul saying? We'll do 10. We'll adjust it from there. So again, I'm not looking for seeds, so if it harvests, it's harvesting it. This little puppy's ready to go. How long does it take potatoes to grow? Potato, Minecraft. Is it gonna tell me? Ooh, I need a chest for the poisonous potato. Potatoes will take 8 stages to grow. So only 4 visible stages. Every 2 stages have the same texture, except that growth stage 7 keeps the same appearance as stages 5 to 6. Fully grown potato crops drop 1 to 4 potatoes. Have a 2% chance of dropping an additional poisonous potato. It doesn't say how long each stage takes. Probably growth during each update is 1/3 or approximately 33%. Most 4 out of 5 planted crops reach maturity within 37 minutes. To 30 minutes. Or about 2 Minecraft days. So if you speed that up, say it took 30 minutes, you speed that up with these, it'll take 15 maybe. Double that speed up. So like 7 or 8 probably. Because that one's set to 10. Not all of those make it. If you can get 4 potatoes from one of these, have that happen like maybe 3 times per row, that'd be cool. That'd be a ton of potatoes. Alright, so I need another... Have I kept any poisonous potatoes? I have. I need to move this. I want this right in the middle. Right? Yep, right in the middle. One there. One there. This one on the system, on the network. This one will have potatoes in it. Shaking Forest. How you doing, man? This one will have poisonous potatoes in it. Yeah, look, these things are all grown already. I think that's definitely less than 10 minutes. But we'll save it, we'll keep it at 10 minutes, whatever. I'm eventually going to want to turn this into a bigger chest. I mean, I could always just build 2 of these. No, I'd probably have to build like 4 of them if I wanted to make any kind of real progress. Like 8 of them. A tree farm? Yeah, it's over there. I made a tree farm already. It was super slow. I only had it harvesting 1 tree at a time. And that's completely pointless. So I just said screw it and tore it down. And decided to just plant a whole bunch of giant spruce trees. And just vein mine them. I can get, 4 trees will give me 4 stacks. So I just said screw it, just did it this way. I actually would like to, if I had nothing better to do, try to auto farm these things though. I don't know if they respond like, other trees would if you put blocks up here, if they would regulate themselves to a certain height or not. But it'd be really cool to watch one of these trees be farmed with Botania. That'd be really sweet. But yeah, no, I just decided to just cheese out and do it this way. Plus the trees look cool. Yeah, I know. Yeah, mana tree farm. Well, you mean with like the munch dew? I haven't done the munch dews yet. I mean, I did one. I had one, tree farm set up, but it was only farming 1 tree at a time. Just too slow. It was too slow for endo flames and things like that. The mana spreader one, yeah. No, yeah, I did. I had set up. but I tore it down because it was only farming one tree at a time, and it wasn't enough. It wasn't adequate for what I needed it for. So instead of just making an even bigger tree farm, I decided to just do this instead, and just do it manually instead of an auto tree farm. But I will have to set one up eventually again because I'm going to have to do munch dews. And munch dews are best done with a auto tree farm. I have an axe. I just don't use it. Well, who needs an axe? I can break it with anything I want. Alright, hold on, we gotta stand here for a minute. Make sure this thing is functioning properly. I can break it with my bare fists. I can chop down whole trees with my bare fists. Okie doke, that didn't harvest anything. Because this thing's not pointing at it? Because that thing's not pointing at it. That's not a redstone. Oh my god, dude, I'm an idiot. It's not a redstone spreader. Can I have this, please? Thank you. Such an idiot. I don't have a mana blaster either. How do I make a mana blaster? Oh Christ, really? It takes all this crap to make a mana blaster? I'll just reset the timer. Oh, don't lock it. Alright, so you need to put one back in there in each one of these. Thank you. Alright, go back to 10. Oh shit, some of the potatoes went into the thing. Some of the potatoes fell in there and turned into tiny potatoes. That is not something I was expecting to happen. I need to cover that thing up. If I put like move this carpet, yeah, carpet would work, wouldn't it? Ooh, wait. It's a half slab, though. I have so much shit on me. Get off of me. Get off of me. Too much shit. Get off of me. Let's see if a carpet would work. I'm gonna try to put a carpet on a half slab. It's just gonna float above it, yeah. So I can just do this instead. Think that would keep the potatoes out? Nope, wrong one. It's a hopper hawk. I would just put it underneath. Put this over the water, put this over that, put that over that. But I don't know if that'd be too high to get all the potatoes. I don't know what the range of this thing is. Well, we got some tiny potatoes though. Okay. Alright, well that's a thing. Let's get rid of some stuff here. Don't need that anymore. Bucket. Probably gonna need that. Probably gonna need that. Chest gonna need that. Probably need those. Don't need those. Still want to know why there's no texture for the lapis. There is when you take it out of the chest and put it down on the ground. It has a texture, but when it's not, when it's in a chest, it's not. Which is weird. Alright, so we're gonna stay at an hourglass for like, looks like 5 minutes. Maybe 6 minutes. See how grown these get. And I don't know about you, but when this one fires, that goes a lot faster, it feels like, than what this one did. I was watching it, and it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then activated. This one when it fires, it goes like, vroom, like super fast. This one actually went slowly. It was in the way. I'm like, why is that not firing? Because it's in the way. Ah, son of a bitch. Man, they should cover all of them now. Well, I know one that's not going to be all the way grown. I'm just trying to make sure they're actually still... I don't think this one is. I'm gonna put it lower. We'll just keep it ground level. How many things do I want to make? Like what? Like all at the same time kind of thing? I'll tell you right now, as soon as these ones are done, like as soon as I'm done with those ones, only 166 more to go. I am going to stop doing endo flames, that's for sure. But I'll probably keep these ones going. Only because these ones are super like I don't have to make anything for them. They just use water, kind of thing. These ones I'm tired of making stuff that they have to eat, especially with 200 of them. I mean, I guess I could make a massive tree farm, but it would have to be huge to keep up with them. They'll go through 2 hoppers and a full chest in like, I don't know, an hour. A couple hours. I'd have to be generating a lot of charcoal. Alright, sweet. Y'all got one in there? Yeah? Potatoes. No poisonous ones yet? It's fine. Don't need the poisonous ones. Everything's kosher. Yeah? Alright. I'll leave you guys be. Nothing went in here. Everything stayed out of there. Cool. No tiny potatoes. Yes. Excellent. Alright. Now my problem is how do I keep this supplied enough to where these will always have some, but yeah, I need to pull some out of here. This is going off. If I need 18 potatoes, I need 18 potatoes minimum every 10 minutes. want to see what happens if we put down 2 of these in the same spot. Covering the same range. Just to see what happens. But farm-wise, this one I need to keep running at all times because it's generating seeds for me. So any flower generation that I do, I'm going to need seeds. This one's going to stay running until, you know, these things fill up, I guess. And then I'm just going to shut it down. I'll just turn it off. This one, as soon as I get it figured out, needs to be running at all times because I need the galactic potato. This one, I can continue to run it, but I'm not going to be planting them. I'd just be harvesting them. Or not harvesting them, but collecting them. Sticking them in a chest. Because there's also a... the Spectrolus will go over here. This is where the wool is. Let's see. I'm gonna stick some Thermalilies in the Nether. Rose Arcana would go over here with the mob farm, unless I decide to do a meat, like a cow-based mob farm, which I'll probably do anyways, because then you can get steak from it, and you can cook the steak and feed that to a Gormarellis. I don't want to use potatoes for the Gormarellas. I want all the potatoes going to the galactic potato. The almighty galactic potato. But yeah. But I think the next flower I want to do is I'd like to try the Spectrolus, but I might just do the Rose Arcana because it's probably, of all the ones that need runes, it's probably the easiest one to automate the rune for, because it's just Mana Steel and Mana Pearls. So I would need to set up a rune farm, basically. This is such a weird, it's like an impromptu cobblestone farm, kind of like it. I need to figure out a way, I need to make crafty crates. I don't have any extra ones, do I? I do not. I need to figure out, well, first of all I need to see what happens when this thing happens. I need to see if this thing, if they just fight and don't pick up any at all, or if they actually, like, split it or something. I might have to knock some of these back a little bit. Here, just do... Need you to share over there a little bit more. So only do like 3 over here. Share over here a little bit more. Please and thank you. You're just sending these two little dots. I need more than just 2 little dots. More than 2 little dots. Just 2 little dots every time. Come on. What are my options again with these things? Augment. Dispersive fills nearby players' mana. That's useless. Any mana from nearby non-augmented sparks. Well, I'd like that. It's from non-augmented sparks. Recessive outputs all of the mana to nearby non-augmented. Any dominant or recessive sparks still allowed to interact with blocks that can receive their mana through the spark network. Yeah, you're actually losing mana. You're not generating enough mana. Alright, we're gonna turn this battery off. We're gonna turn this battery off. Gimme, thank you. We'll turn you off. You concentrate on that one over there. Alright, so there's what? There's like 2 minutes left? Maybe a minute and a half? Somewhere around there? Hardly any of these have grown. Send more. I should change that to a, yeah, I should change that. Hold on. Let this flip first. I should have used a diluted mana pool instead. We might actually have to change this to 11 minutes. We might have to make it longer. I was thinking 10 minutes was too long. Now it looks like it might not be enough. Some of these aren't even close. And this thing's about to go. Okay, so it went. Alright. There's nothing in there. And they're all in there. Interesting. Okay, so we know that's not a thing. So unless I split it half and half, I'm gonna have to find a way to pull it. Give me this. I'll give it an extra minute. Give me your mana, please. I said please. forgot a diluted pool is plenty. I got a tiny potato though. Damn it, that means they're still going in there. Shit. Alright. Well, I guess I can't really help it. I guess maybe that'll just limit it. We'll just do this then. That kind of sucks. This is my problem. I need to pull from here, but not pull all of them. So I need like a separate supply of potatoes. So my choice is to move this back far enough to where it's only harvesting one side. It's only going to be able to pick up one side, and then put another one on the other side so it only picks up this side. Far enough back that it only grabs this side, and this one only grabs this side. So one can supply the network, and the other one can use it for. But then that's like, that's a crappy way of doing it, though. Because the part that's going to be supplying the network doesn't need as much. It might not get enough to supply all of them. It might not get 18 potatoes each time it harvests. Just from one side. And the other side is only using half the farm, so that's just a waste of farm. How do I keep it supplied and yet also use the potatoes? Every 10 minutes, oh, 11 now. Every 11 minutes now, it fills this up. It pulls potatoes. So if I set a timer that every 12 minutes, it pulls, like, since you can change this in the network by depending on which way you turn this. Turn it, it'll pull 2. You turn it again, it pulls 4. Pull it, turn it again, it turns 8, 16, until you get around to 64, something like that. The last turn is a stack, so it'll be like 16, 32, 48, 64, something like that. Is that what it is? Still don't know what any of this other crap is for. There's so many things that I probably could be using. Maybe it's under funnel. Yeah, okay. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 48, 64. Ah, I was right. So like every 12 minutes I could say pull 16. Drop them in a mana pool. It's an option. It doesn't sound like a very smart one, though. How much did that get? There was like 30 something in there. Minimum would be 18. Because even if you knock this out, you're still getting a potato. So minimum is 18. With a chance of 4 per. So minimum I'm getting 18. Making my brain hurt. Alright, I think I'm going to call it quits here, folks. I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate you stopping by and pressing all the little buttons. Weekend's coming up, so that probably means no streams till the weekend's done. And that sucks, but thus is life. But yeah, I appreciate y'all stopping by. Much loves. And thanks. I'll see you guys around later. Later, y'all.